Day is this Saturday, and one of the museums on the list of locations is Ye Old Carriage Shop, and we welcome museum proprietor, co-proprietor Judy Ganton. Hi, Judy.
Hi.
Nice to
We
see
have
you.
10 museums this year.
10 museums.
10 museums.
Now, we call this Free Museum Day, but your museum, Ye Old Carriage Shop, it's free every day.
It's free every day. we say we like to have a donation, but we never say, you have to. And a lot of people come and go, and they don't think about the donation. That's okay.
Well, you need to pick a few that you want to visit because it would be impossible to get to all 10
Right.
during this one day. So it's get a taste of a few of them and then come back some other day and see the rest of them. What are you doing at Ye Old Carriage Shop for Free Museum Day?
Well, it's open. That's one thing, all day, 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. And we have about 18 to 20 volunteers that are going to be there. And they're in different rooms to answer questions and that sort of thing. And then in the far back, in the Coke room, I see you've got some pictures there. There's a long table. And I set that up with color crayons, and then I take pictures of the cars, or like from color books. And then the kids have a place back there where they can color and do fun things. And I don't serve refreshments. It's too complicated and it makes too big a mess.
Well, you have hundreds of people. You can't.
Yeah, and so we have water available for them, but generally they're just so, really involved in looking at the all the displays and the cars and that sort of thing. And we do a little extra special polishing and cleaning for the day. And but we're there to answer questions, and I think Tig's going to stop by Wednesday and help me get all the TVs going, so that the TVs will be, with the Coke ads going and different things. So, but people are generally they stay a long time.
Well, there's thousands. Do you know how many items are in the museum?
No, we have done inventory, but I have stacks of books, but I've never counted them all.
I think when you mentioned you dust a few things, I can't imagine. I mean, all the things you have, it'd take a year to dust them.
Well, I have a college student that comes in, and she spends quite a lot of time because she picks up everyone and dusts it, and she dusts under and moves them and stuff, but just the cars, because you do get a little dust in there because we have a furnace. So but it's a fun place to go.
It's a blast, and it's grown. You've added a wing in recent years because your collections have expanded. You personally,
4 wings.
4 wings. You personally are responsible for adding the Coke. I think the Coke Museum.
The Coke Museum was there because that's how I met Lloyd.
Oh, okay.
He just
are you
had
going to tell that story?
part of it. All the Jackson cars. He started this in the early 70s to preserve Jackson cars. That was his goal. And then he went on the hunt. And I think we have about 20 out of 26 models that were made, 24 maybe were made. The first one was made in 1903, I believe, and the last one in 1953. And we have 5 one and only models. There are 3 models out there that are in existence. The rest are extinct that we don't have. But I don't know if we'll ever get those 3 because one's in Ireland, So, but it was generally to house and preserve the Jackson cars. And then little by little, people started donating, like just different cars. They donate, they want their Corvairs to be preserved, and Thunderbirds, and the DeLorean, and that sort of thing.
You have a personal car.
I do, I came up to see the Coke Museum from Oakland County because my minister said, you've got to see this Coke Museum because I have been collecting Coke since the 50s. I dug up my first bottle when I was a teenager, and so I've been collecting. So I went up there to see the Coke collection, and I guess because I went to high school in Spring Arbor and it was so strict and I was a little bit, not rebellious, never, but when I came back I wore hot pants. You know.
I think we have that picture.
No, no. And I was younger, like 30 some years younger. And Lloyd will tell you, oh, I liked her legs. And he asked me to come up and go out to dinner with him. And I told him I wouldn't, and that kind of shocked him. And so then he said, I thought it over. I said, I'll meet you halfway. And I did. And that's, you know the rest of the story.
That's the part of the story we don't tell on TV.
Yeah.
Yes. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just
No, I met him halfway.
Met him halfway. But then the rest is history. They fell in love, but you've added to the museum.
Right. We started collecting. He gave me a 57 Chevy convertible.
That's what I was.
For my wedding gift, because he asked me to marry him, and I wasn't planning on marrying him. But then he said, "I'll buy you a 57 Chevy convertible," and I went, "Okay."
So, will you marry me? I'll throw in a car.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah. So I knew I was going to marry him.
The kitchen, the 50s kitchen.
Right.
That's you added that.
We have a lot of board meetings and parties there. People like to have birthday parties or alumni parties or whatever. So we needed a stove and a refrigerator and basically running water. So I added the kitchen, and I made it a retro kitchen like my mom's. And so then we added other displays.
It's like your mom's, but it's like everyone's mom's, because you'll look in that kitchen, you'll see things like the big yellow mixing bowl that everyone had, and all the retro.
Pyrex and
so
and then we added the pedal car room because that was where I built the kitchen had pedal cars in it, so we built the pedal car room so we could collect 100 more pedal cars.
Well, that's because he discovered eBay.
That was in toy trucks.
Okay.
He probably has 200 little Tonka or whatever toy trucks in the box. And the boxes is more valuable probably than the truck. And you're right. During COVID, he just sat there and I showed him how to evaluate some of the signs and things because we were doing inventory. And yes, and he said, "Can I buy off of here?" And
you made the mistake of saying yes.
And I showed him how.
So the metal signs, those are originals.
Everything is original in there.
What's your favorite? I saw Andy ask Lloyd his favorite car, and I think he said the Briscoe.
No, the Fuller.
The Fuller.
I knew when he said he loved me as much as the Fuller more, I went, okay. He loved me. And it's a 1907, I think. Maybe.
Made in Jackson.
Made in Jackson, Fuller, and he restored it, and it got burned in a fire across the street where he was storing it. That's why he built the museum. The restoration shop caught on fire. He had to restore it again, and that's his favorite car.
What's your favorite?
Well, the 57 Chevy was. I now have a 57 Corvette to match it with fuel injection and an automatic top. I mean, nobody realizes you didn't have automatic tops in 57. Not the Bel Air. That one you got to pull up, and hook it in. But the 57 Chevy is a 100-point car, the Corvette.
You take these cars out on
Those
the open?
two.
Yeah.
I haven't really taken the 57 Chevy out. That's a really prized car. You don't want to park it anywhere and leave it. You want to stay with it all the time.
You will see some of these cars this time of year because weddings, proms, parades, you loan out your cars to all of those things.
Yeah, we'll do one in the Rose Parade for the Historical Society. And anytime you got a wedding you want, we kind of loan the cars out. We do. And but the Free Museum Day, we'll have tour guides in every room so they can tell you, and hopefully they'll answer questions. And
one of 10 museums on Jackson County Free Museum Day, and we actually have in Jackson.
can I tell you one little thing?
Oh, okay, sure.
June 17th, Lloyd is going to be doing a speakers bureau thing in the museum and tell you about the history of Jackson automobile.
Oh, and
history.
no one knows it better than Lloyd. And here are the 10 locations of the Museum Day. And we recommend, get to a few of them. But it would be hard to get to. I mean,
All
you
10 of
physically
them,
could, but
yeah.
you wouldn't see anything. And different things happening at each location. You guys will have water and tours. And
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. It's really, a lot of people, you get this a lot, I know, it's a hidden gem. People
They don't
realize
know
it.
it's
It's not-
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and there a lot of years we've had we do have car shows. All the Corvette people are bringing out their cars too.
And you
So.
will give museum tours.
And we have a basket we give away for a drawing. It's all part of Museum Day, and so it's going to be a fun day, I think.
Good. Mother's Day weekend, what are you doing for Mother's Day?
Going to dinner with the family
Oh, nice.
at the country club
Oh, fun.
in the back room there, so it's quiet.
Well, happy Mother's Day, happy Museum Day.
I have 25 great grandkids, 20 grandkids,
Wow,
so I deserve a Mother's Day.
I would say, happy Mother's Day. Thanks, Judy. From Ye Old Carriage Shop, Judy Ganton. Well, next we're